The telescope that saw too far 3 years ago, humanity launched a creation unlike any before, a golden-eyed machine sent to stare into eternity itself. The James Webb Space Telescope, the most ambitious and powerful eye ever placed beyond our world. It wasn't built just to photograph distant stars or glowing nebulae. It was designed to look through time, to peel back the layers of the cosmos until we could witness the very dawn of existence. But what it revealed went far beyond what even its creators expected. Because Webb didn't simply find galaxies and stars. It found anomalies, structures that should not exist, timelines that make no sense, and a universe that refuses to obey its own rules. What began as a mission of discovery has quietly become an unraveling of cosmic truth. And at the center of it all lies one haunting realization: the universe was never what we thought it was. Galaxies that shouldn't exist. When Webb turned its mirrors toward the farthest edge of the observable universe, scientists expected to see small, primitive galaxies, chaotic clusters still forming from cosmic dust after the Big Bang. But that's not what appeared. Instead, Webb uncovered giant, mature galaxies glowing brightly just a few 100 million years after creation. Too big, too organized, too old. According to every known law of physics, they shouldn't have had enough time to exist. Gravity shouldn't have worked that fast. Matter shouldn't have gathered that neatly. And yet, there they were, as if someone had fast-forwarded cosmic evolution. Some researchers suggested hidden black holes might be making these galaxies appear larger than they are. But even that theory breaks under the numbers. Something in the story of creation has been rewritten. The universe that argues with itself. Webb wasn't just built to see, it was built to decode. To read the hidden language of light itself. But in that light, scientists found contradictions too great to ignore. Two measurements of the universe's expansion, the famous Hubble constant, no longer agree. It's as if we are living in two overlapping versions of reality. Some call it cosmic tension. Others believe it's a sign that our entire model of the universe is incomplete. Because if galaxies are forming too soon, if stars appear older than the universe that birthed them, then maybe time doesn't flow the way we think it does. Maybe we're staring not into chaos, but into a design. One researcher compared it to walking through a forest and realizing every tree forms perfect spirals. At that moment, you understand, you're not just in nature anymore. You're inside something aware. Worlds beyond imagination. If Webb's galaxies are mysterious, its exoplanet discoveries are even stranger. It has found planets where one side burns in eternal daylight while the other freezes in endless night. Worlds made of vapor and gas so light they could float on water. Frozen giants colder than anything our solar system has ever known. But the real shock lies in the details: traces of water vapor near newborn stars, carbon dioxide escaping from icy moons, and ghostly auroras flickering over lonely brown dwarfs that drift through space without a sun. Each discovery whispers the same unsettling message: Earth may not be unique. Life, or something like it, might already be thriving elsewhere. We haven't found aliens. But we've found permission to believe. A universe that behaves like a code. The deeper Webb looks, the more the cosmos begins to resemble a pattern. Light bends around invisible matter. Gas clouds form spirals like fingerprints. Energy ripples like echoes through a vast, unseen chamber. Even dying stars pulse with impossible precision, their shells of dust expanding every few years, like a cosmic heartbeat that refuses to fade. Is this randomness, or rhythm? Some whisper of simulation theory. Others imagine a hidden intelligence woven into physics itself. Perhaps the universe doesn't just exist to be studied. Perhaps it was built to be witnessed. And if that's true, then the question changes from, what are we observing, to, what is observing us? The stars that break time among the strangest revelations from the James Webb Space Telescope are not the galaxies, not the black holes, but the stars themselves. In Webb's deep field images, astronomers found ancient suns, stars glowing with the signatures of heavy elements like oxygen, iron, and carbon. Elements that, by every known law of astrophysics, require countless generations of stellar birth and death to exist. Yet these stars reside in galaxies formed less than 400 million years after the Big Bang, a time when the universe was still shrouded in darkness, barely beginning to make its first stars. They are, in every sense, impossible. They burn with the chemistry of a cosmos far older than their age allows. It's as if the timeline of the universe has been rearranged, as though the past and future are blending together. Some researchers wonder if we're witnessing the residue of a previous cosmic cycle, a remnant from a universe that existed before our own. Others suggest that time itself might not be linear, that it folds or loops back on itself, replaying the same events in endless variation. If that's true, then the light Webb captures isn't just ancient. It's recursive, an echo from realities that keep overlapping, creating fractures in the very flow of time. In those images, Webb may have done more than photograph distant suns. It may have revealed that time, the thing we trust most, isn't a river but a spiral. The hidden hand. Then there's dark matter, the invisible scaffolding that binds galaxies together, a mystery that has haunted astronomy for nearly a century. Every measurement Webb takes seems to make the puzzle even stranger. Galaxies that should be turbulent and chaotic are instead balanced, graceful, their spiral arms perfectly carved, their stars arranged with uncanny precision, far too perfect for their age. It's as if some unseen hand is guiding gravity itself, maintaining order where disorder should reign. Scientists map the invisible mass through the bending of light, a phenomenon called gravitational lensing. But in Webb's observations, the light doesn't just bend, it behaves. It curves as if aware of being shaped, as though following a script written in darkness. Could dark matter be more than inert substance? Could it be a form of cosmic intelligence, a consciousness diffused through the structure of reality itself? It's a question that blurs the line between physics and philosophy, between science and awareness. Because every discovery Webb delivers feels less like an answer and more like an invitation, to look deeper, to think wider, to wonder whether the universe is not just matter and motion, but mind and meaning. The edge of reality. At the farthest edge of Webb's vision, the universe begins to unravel. Galaxies fade into whispers of light. Redshifts stretch so far that time and distance lose their shape. Photons, the messengers of everything we know, start to behave unpredictably, as if they're reaching the limit of reality itself. Scientists call this the cosmological horizon, the outermost edge of the observable universe. Beyond it, light has not yet had time to reach us. But a few bold theorists have given it another name, the rendered boundary. They describe it like a simulation, a universe that only loads what the observer can see. Beyond that, nothing exists until it is observed. If that idea carries even a whisper of truth, then Webb is not only mapping the cosmos, it is brushing against the edge of existence. Every image it sends back feels like a hand pressing against a glass wall, revealing that the universe may not be infinite after all, but contained, a grand illusion of depth projected for the eyes that seek it. And beyond that glass? Perhaps endless void. Or perhaps something watching back. The revelation: we built the James Webb Space Telescope to trace the origins of galaxies, to witness the first starlight after creation, to seek the faint fingerprints of life beyond Earth. But somewhere along the way, it began revealing cracks in our understanding, patterns where randomness should be, harmony where chaos was expected, and questions that reach far beyond astronomy. It forces us to confront a breathtaking possibility, that the universe itself might be a living equation, A system of order so vast, so intricate, that consciousness and cosmos may be one and the same. Because Webb doesn't only look outward. It looks inward, past the illusions of distance, past the comfort of what we think we know, into the foundations of reality itself. And what it's beginning to uncover is not just a deeper universe, but a stranger one. Maybe the stars were never silent. Maybe they've been waiting all along, their light carrying a single, quiet question across billions of years. Now that you've seen this far, are you ready to understand what's really out there? Because the James Webb Space Telescope has only just begun to see, and what it finds next may change everything we believe about existence.